Hey, my Taurus babies, this is EJ from To Go to Tarot. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. I ain't said one sentence right today, so what the hell. At any rate, this is for Taurus and Aquarius. Sitting in the tree, Kissing, for July and August 2019. I am getting a late start mid-month, but that's good. We'll just roll on through mid-month next month. So this is for Taurus and Aquarius. I have a new deck. I think I told you guys last week I got a vice versa deck. My cousin was nice enough to give me some tarot cards for my birthday. Thank you. And I finally went through them. I actually went through them with her today. Make sure I was clear on what the hell, and they read perfect. The thing with them is that they are very narrow in scope. So once I lay that card down, that's what the hell it is. It's not no whole lot of extra added meaning, something. There are meanings, plural, to them, but they're very narrow. They're not as expansive as a regular tarot deck. So the front of the card, for example, the death card, you see the death card in its full light, but in the back of it, you see what the hell is going on with the death card. Tarot card, same thing. So there's no reversal, there's no extra. When you lay the card down, it is what it is. So I am probably going to pull them at some point during this reading. I'll just let Spirit guide me on when that's going to happen and how that's going to happen. Cut the cards. If I did cut them, it didn't cut again. It's all good. Woo, yeah. Okay, Taurus and Aquarius, what the hell y'all got going on? So for overall energy, we have the Hermit. Oh, shit. And that's commitment. That's exactly what it's saying as I'm laying it down. The Hierophant. We'll see where it fits in as we go along here. So this is Taurus and Aquarius, sitting in a tree, Kissing, July, August 2019. Your Reach of Pass. The Three of Coins. The Lover's card. The Empress card for the current energy. Ten of Coins. Oh, shit. Centerpiece card. And your challenge is what it should be. The Ace of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Three of Cups for your future energy, the Five of Cups, and the Devil card in the details, baby. All right, now I'm gonna shuffle these. These are the vice versa cards, and I'm going to do what I usually do. I'm going to just put them on top of these. And we're going to see how this turns out. Because I'm sure there's more to this story than what I'm looking at right here. I can't tell what the hell. This is a karmic relationship. So let me start out with that. Just by looking what's on the board and how everything is placed and just a general feeling. This is a karmic relationship. However, there is a lot of emotional growth that is going on with this relationship, Taurus. So that's the Judgment card. That's the Five of Cups. That's the Star card. Ten of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Oh, shit. Come on now. That's the Sun card. Yeah. That's the Sun card. Oh, this is a good reading, Taurus. The King of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Coins. The fuck? Let me find out, Taurus. Shit, I want to get up and dance on this one my damn self. Oh, I'm sorry. So, for your overall, you got a double hermit and 9 of coins. Oh shit. Let me just find out. Okay. So I will take my time and go through this. See how quickly I can explain all of this. So your overall energy right now. You aren't really physically by yourself. I get that. But a lot of you are by yourself. It's not a bad thing. So in the vice versa deck, this is the back end of the Hermit card. This is the regular tarot deck that I use, Hermit card. This is the back of the tarot. If you look at the front of it, you got all the bright light. But this is about the things that you're thinking about and how you're beginning to put things, this is where your patience is going to be rewarded. Because this is you thinking about how you are going to put things in motion with your Aquarius. This is really for people that don't live with their Aquarius, or if you do live with your Aquarius, you've been doing so long enough that it's time, you can physically feel like it's the time to step into another category with your relationship, whether that's engagement. Trendy thing a lot of young people are doing now is buying houses together. They're not necessarily getting married. They're just buying a house together and using that more or less as the ring. You may decide to do that. Some of you may get engaged and decide you want to get married. Some of you may elope before the end of the year. However that's resonating. This is a done deal, Taurus. This is a fucking done deal. I don't know what the hell. But that's what you're thinking about. You're not by any means lost. You're not really alone. Like I said, this is really a lot of mental clarity that you're trying to bring to the situation. Your patience, and that's exactly what this card means in this deck. Your patience is being rewarded, whether you know it or not. If you watch the weekly that I did for Taurus for this upcoming week, the 15th through the 22nd, I made note of, I think, Tuesday, the 5 of Cups. And then it should show up again. Yeah, it's down here. The 5 of Cups showed up, I think, for Tuesday. And you are going to feel like, Taurus, the shit ain't going forward, it ain't going backward. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. And it's the same thing here. You may be feeling like you're looking at it from the back end and you really don't know what's going on. That's an illusion. Just know that. Spend that mental time that you've been taking to work through this and process it. Continue to do that. That's your overall energy. But that is the thing that is going to get you to the next level. You have to think. You cannot get impulsive on this shit. I know it is your knee-jerk reaction to just haul off and donkey kick somebody in the head. I get it. But this is really not so much about the relationship itself. It's the universe trying to see, are you ready? Because you're going to be put in position, I'm just going to throw all of it up against the wall, with your Aquarius, where you're going to have to learn how to adjust and moderate what you're doing or saying. And sometimes it's not always easy for Taurus because we're so damn cued in on routine that sometimes just it's knee-jerk reaction. You say 3 or 4 of the wrong words to us and we off to the races. Fuck you, what the hell did you say? I'll kick your ass. And that's where we need to start learning to evolve and step away from. And I know y'all like, the fuck, we're Tauruses, that's what we do. Yeah, but don't forget, you got Uranus and Taurus. So it is time for us to change, at least become a little more sophisticated about how we're running through the China shop. I'll just throw that out there. I don't think it's bad to let people know how you feel, but maybe it's time to define how we're doing that, and how we're communicating that. The Hierophant, the 9 of Cups being on top of the Hierophant is telling me that I'm not even looking at what this card means, but that it's a 9. Job well done. Fuck it. Luck in earnings, and this is going to bless both you and your Aquarius as far as money is concerned. So Taurus, you're going to be stepping into some money soon. And obviously the commitment is there. Y'all got this shit on the brain. The relationship itself, once it gets glued in, however that's resonating with you, you will begin to see the fruits on many levels, not just the financial level, but on many levels. Like I said, this relationship is karmic. If you're with an Aquarius and any of this is resonating with you, there's some karmic shit going on. Sometimes when relationships are not fully committed, and y'all know what I'm talking about. We seeing each other, we talking, we kicking it, the situationship shit. When you finally make that next step to relationship, your luck changes. And it's because now your thinking is different. And you're not, the nervousness and anxiety that goes with, are we going to still be together next month, goes away. Because now you know you're on a different track. So now it's something bigger, far bigger, to break up the relationship than where you were before you took that step. So that's your overall energy. That's good energy to have. Just keep thinking towards, keep that hermit energy around you so you can kind of stay in your bubble, especially for the next week or two while Mercury begins to come out of retro. Next week being the 21st, next Sunday. Just kind of be mindful. That change is coming and it will station, I think, on the 31st of July and then start back in direct motion. So up until probably August 8th, the energy is going to be a little fucked up. So from your recent past with your Aquarius Taurus, got the 3 of coins. So you went into this making plans. Typical Taurus shit. 3 of coins, that's us. And the vice versa card that's here is the Judgment card. This is the front of the Judgment card. It's just hallelujah and amen all day. But you got the back. And so what this is telling me is, even though you were making plans at some point and had a desire to want to be like this, you had to go through some shit. There's been some struggle with this Aquarius. But it has been divine intervention. You see the little ghost of the hawk up there? It has been divine intervention that even brought the two of you together. So with that said, the struggle is real, for real. You're going to see the rewards of that. This is the recent past though. With the Lover's card, all about sacrifice. What the hell am I doing this for? I love this person, but what the fuck for? I don't know. I don't understand. Blah, 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 blah. With the 5 of Cups, which you would probably say in a regular tarot card, that in reverse. The backside of it, it just always just went to shit with this relationship. There was no forward, nothing. It just desolate, dry looking, and no real, everything was averted. And I had to explain this to someone earlier about aversion. It seemed like whenever you tried to throw up, something just got in the way. And, you know, you had to just look in the other direction. Always some other bullshit. With the Empress card here and the Star card, some of you took a hit with your self-esteem, Taurus. That's there. You took a hit because you were trying to figure out what the hell is going on with this person. And that affected the union itself. So this period that you're coming out of, I'm going to say that you're coming out of the choppy water and you're definitely getting into calmer water. With the current energy, with the 10 of coins, that's happiness right there. And that is definitely about wishes and dreams coming true. This was coming back off of this card. And this is going to be a financial union. However that's resonating with you guys, you're going to begin to see how it's going to be a financial union. This is your current energy. As you work into this energy over the next month, you're going to begin to see how your finances are going to really play a part in your relationship. None of it is bad, but in the beginning of you trying to put your rainbow in the pot or the pot in the rainbow, however y'all going to work that out, it's going to be a struggle, right there. It's gonna be a struggle. And not because there's not enough. But the struggle comes from trying to figure out where your puzzle piece fits with your Aquarius's puzzle piece. It's there. And it's going to, while you hermiting, figure that out. If you haven't gotten to this point yet, begin thinking about how are we going to, what are the boundaries, if we're going to do this together, if we're getting married, what are we going to do with our money? And it's going to be a struggle to do it because both of you are very stubborn, both of you are very independent, and both of you are the hell you're lying to me today, that kind of energy. So you may, Taurus, have to humble yourself. I'm just saying. But it's there. And that's the bottom card. Work through the struggle. Just work through it and know that the universe is going to support you and show you the best way to do it. Your challenge card, your centerpiece card, the Ace of Swords, is definitely about being clear and clarity, having clarity in your communications, because then you've got clear vision. Hello. So this is your challenge about making sure, and that's the Ace of Swords, I'm sorry. It's about making sure that you're articulating to your partner exactly what you want. I have a feeling a lot of you are not doing that. Y'all are doing what we do, you kind of glossing over because we're so fucking loyal. You know, we'll just sign on the dotted line. And baby, if you want to just lead me through the halls, the nose, the ring in my nose, fine. No worries, I'm a bull, we'll do it. That's the kind of energy you probably need to pull back from. You probably need to start asking more intellectual questions. I'm not talking about the petty shit, but who was that you talking to the phone? Not that shit. But more intellectual, more on the business side. Well, what do you think about this? How do you feel about that? And being clear in your communication. Because if you're clear in your communication, then the vision can't be nothing but clear. And then also, since this is the challenge position for you, Taurus, you need to get your vision in your damn head and get out of the clouds, the bullshit, I'm laying in the grass, I'm under daisies, I'm a bull. No, you need to get a vision and get clear on it. What is it that you see you and your partner doing? What is it that you see you and your Aquarius doing? If you're with an Aquarius already, you've already heard the big ideas, the big talk. Taurus, your job is to find that real spot, not the pie in the sky, out in the air shit, but to find that sweet spot that's the reality of the situation and talk to your partner about it. I liked your idea. I thought it was a little out there, but what do you think if we did this? And this could be anything from buying a car to a house to how you want to decorate a room to when you want to move or when you want to get married. But that energy of becoming collaborative and becoming a team. I think a lot of you have been backsliding and just like, well, fuck it, I'm just a boy, I'm going to be independent. Because Aquarians can make you feel like that sometimes, and they don't mean to, but sometimes they can get so caught up in their own mental air energy that they forget that we exist. And they don't always articulate everything. Taurus, we should not have that problem. I'm just saying. So make sure your communication is clear so that the thing that you're trying to manifest in your relationship is clear, and so that you don't have a hodgepodge of energy coming back at you. That's just what it is. At the end of the current energy is the Six of Cups. Past relationships need to be brought out into the sunshine. Y'all heard me? Past relationships need to be brought out into the sunshine. And I'm talking to you, Taurus. If you got bones in the closet, before you go 2 or 3 more steps into this, you need to throw them bones out there. That's exactly what you need to do. And if you got emotional bones, y'all know what I'm saying. If you got abandonment issues, put that shit on the table. Because if your Aquarius loves you, and you could be polka dots looking like a zebra in a gorilla suit, it wouldn't matter. They love you. So put your shit out there. And the universe is very clear. Elimination of shadows. That's what the sun card means in this deck. That's the front side, and that's what the back side looks like. So you're trying to eliminate the shadows. Whatever you need to do, whatever you need to say, If you got bones in the closet about past relationships, some other shit, throw your shit up there on the wall. And do you. Do not hide under some little rock somewhere because you're afraid of what the outcome is. You shouldn't be fearful in your relationship. Maybe fearful of how it's going to come out. That's one thing, but scared to tell it is another. Of course, there are things I don't think anybody should tell anybody. Only you know what those things are. But things that you know people can find out or hear, or you know that people may have an opinion on in your family and be the same assholes at Thanksgiving dinner and go, well, you know, she had a little mental issue a few years ago and you ain't said shit about it. It ain't gonna look good. I'm just saying. And I don't think there's anything, your mental health is just as important as your dental health and your regular daily hygiene in my mind. So I don't see a distinction about if you have issues with your mental health, about you're crazy or you're damn all of that. All of us go through something. Depressed, bipolar, you pick it, you name it. We all go through something. So don't be ashamed of what you're going through. Again, it's coming back about how you put it on the plate. You know, you don't just want to blurt out, you know, I'm crazy. Yeah, that ain't going to go over well. So you may need you should not be afraid to tell your truth. But sometimes as Tauruses, we can be brutally honest and brutally blunt. So when you get into this, however you decide, and you again, the overall thing is the hermit mode. So these are the things you should be thinking about, Taurus, when you're thinking about things. How are you going to stand up in your truth, in your sun, and say, look, I need to get rid of these shadows behind me and stand up in my truth about some shit that went on in the past. Get it out there, say it as nicely and as humbly as you can, but don't be afraid to say it. In the future energy, the Three of Cups with, is that the King? Yeah, the King of Wands. Some of you, your friendships are going to suffer. Let me just say this. This is going to be one of those relationships. So that's the Three of Cups. And the support and the friendships and the blah, blah, blah. And that's the Ace of Wands, or the King of Wands. And then that's about repression. So for some of you, that's not going to be everybody. But for some of you, you're going to have to cut loose some of your friendships. I said this in another video a couple days ago. If this is your boo thing and this is what y'all doing, you need to go ahead and do it. It's good to have friends, and it's good to have a good balance of your friendships and your personal relationships. However, I'm not a strong believer in, you know, your friends should hog up all your time just because you have friends. The way that it's really coming back to me is that a lot of you may need to just set aside time. If the two of you have a lot of friends on either side of the spectrum, them or you, Taurus, you may need to sit down. This is one of those things you may need to sit down and talk about. You know you got your friends. I don't want to interfere, impinge on what y'all doing. I got my friends. So maybe the second Friday, everybody just do them and meet up afterwards or whatever. You may need to, and this is going to be that kind of relationship towards you. You like to put in some work. You cannot be the big fat ass cow just sitting up going, yes, I'm beautiful, I'm wonderful, I'm above. Bring it to me, please. No, you're going to have to put in some work. And that's the thing. Trust me, Taurus and Aquarius, I feel your pain. Trust me, I do. This is going to be one of the relationships that's going to make you work. But the reward and the benefit, I don't know how I know to even tell you this, but I'm going to say it anyway. The reward and the benefit at the end of it will be so great, it will blow you away. So, yes, Taurus, you're going to have to get up. We are already known as hard workers, but a lot of times we get into relationships and fuck it, we're happy. So it is what it is. No, this is not going to be this kind of relationship. Those of you that are in Taurus Aquarian relationships, you are at the dawning of the age of Aquarius. So we are now in the age of Aquarius, and because Uranus, which is also tied up with Aquarius, is in our sign right now, this is about change for us. And if you're with an Aquarius, that's going to resonate more to you than anybody else, because Aquarius changes just like that. The way the wind's blowing one minute and turn around and blow the other way the next, same thing. And it's not unstable. Let me put this out here. It's not about being unstable, but just know Taurus, your Aquarius has the ability to see things from a very different view than we have down here on Earth. They're air. So they see a bigger picture. They have a bigger heart in a different kind of way than we do. So just be mindful of that, and know that it's a thing where you may have to either cut back on your social stuff with your friends, you and your partner, or again, you may have to set aside time and just talk about, well, maybe we can all get together and do something, or maybe, get together after everybody does their own little thing, or maybe we can all go somewhere for an event, whatever, however that's resonating. It's a conversation you will definitely need to have, though. The Five of Cups, sitting in the misery, stuck, feeling stuck, mad, because somebody spilled red wine on your carpet. Blocking energy. The Five of Wands in that deck, and that's the back side of the Five of Wands. If you look at the front side, it's day. This is the back side, and this is the side that we got. And this is about energy being blocked, or you being blocked. And if you feel like you're going to be stuck in your misery, this is future energy. You're going to block whatever's coming. Or you're going to be blocked by whatever's coming. However that's resonating with you. So try your best. Try your best to keep your thoughts positive. Try your best to not be impulsive about things. Try to look at everything from every side. It's almost a thing where you are kind of in an energy where you rather be on the side of asking too many questions than on the side of not asking enough questions and making a decision on not enough information. So however that's resonating with you, you don't want to get into a situation where your energy is blocked in the future. The Devil card with the Ten of Coins up here, this is definitely that karmic shit. But your money, I told y'all, is tied up in this. It is. And once you make that connection and make this commitment, whatever it is, next level commitment, new commitment, whatever it is, it's going to seal the deal on your material security. I don't know how that's working. I'm sure somebody that understands probably numerology better than I do would probably look at the numbers and go, oh yeah, you got a 4 and a 2 and a 6 and a 5. Yeah, it's that kind of energy though. So just understand, a lot of times this happens when people combine their energies. They attract. A lot of people attract bad shit. You know it. You see people on TV, they've been married for 100 years and had everything in the world happen to them. Other people, they combine their energies and the world is theirs. Taurus, that last part. The world is yours with this one. That's real talk. As long as you kind of really have to be woke for this relationship. I hate to say it like that, but that's real. You really have to be woke for this. You really need to be always in contemplative prayer and thought. Not in any kind of negative way, but this is a relationship towards for you to learn. That's real talk. This is a relationship for you to learn. And it's about learning how to communicate differently. Aquarians, that communication, that is their thing. You need to watch your lover, listen to your lover, and see how they're doing things. Not to say they're doing everything right. I'm sure they're not. Nobody is. But there's some things that Aquarians are very good at, just like we're very good at certain things. So try to figure out how you can best communicate with your Aquarian. Let's see what the universe has for guidance. Taurus, stand your ground. Mental conflict. Material harvest cards, no lie. And so the universe is saying this now. Because you stood your ground. And this is up in the recent past. Because you stood your ground. Come on. Making plans. Out in the middle of the damn desert with no damn clothes on. But the universe is very loudly saying, because you stood your ground, that is why you are where you are now. Continue to do so. If there are things that you need to stand up in your sunshine about, hello, do it. Continue to put that edge in there, Taurus. You know what I'm talking about. And for a lot of you, it's new. But you've kind of been pushed into this new way of getting things across to your lover. And so it a lot of times feels like you're being a complete shithead. But really what you're doing is you're standing your ground. You will not cross this boundary, ass. I told you, I don't do that. Whatever that is for you, Taurus, continue to do it. Because this is not one of those relationships where being nice is going to get you anywhere. It ain't. You're going to have to roll with it. I'm just saying. Mental conflict. And that's laying right on top of this. Don't let this struggle become mental conflict. Do what you need to do about your friends. I know for a lot of you, your friends mean the world to you. But do what you need to do so it's not a struggle on your relationship, because your relationship should be taking center stage in your life right now. This is what you're trying to do, and this is the person you're trying to be with. It should be front and center. Also, in that role, in the current energy, about communicating so you can have a clear vision. Don't get caught up in no mental conflict. You know what's good for you, Taurus. You know how you feel about your Aquarius. I think I said this in one of the weekend updates a couple weekends ago. Your shit may be sloppy. Y'all may be in the middle of the street arguing, fighting, and looking like a bunch of crazy fools. But if that's your boo, then don't let anybody tell you about how you acting and judging you. And so don't get into that mental bullshit of mind fucking yourself over some dumb shit. You know who you are. You know what you want. And shit might not be pretty. It might be hard dealing with some shit. But damn it, it's you and that person. So if that's what's really important to you, and I know that it is, don't get caught up in the mental conflict. You want to come away, especially for yourself, of having a clear vision of what direction you're going in. Well, a lot of you don't know it, but your Aquarius is relying on you to laser beam that thing. And that may not even be your thing, Taurus. But I'm just telling you, you need to have a clear vision about how you want things to go so you don't have any big issues or disruptions in the future. Didn't I tell you money was tied up in this shit? Material harvest. And for a lot of bulls in particular, we can't do our soul's work unless we know we got shit in the cupboard, money in the bank, and gas in the car. This relationship, I'm telling you, I said this before I even pulled this card. It's right there. It's right there. And it's karmic, like I said. For a lot of you, this relationship is karmic. It has karmic implications, but because of it, that material security is tied into it. Material harvest right there. And just know everything that you've gone through is for a good reason. There's no mistake here about anything that you've been through. This is one of the better readings I've done for Taurus. I'm happy for you, Taurus, with your Aquarius. I hope you guys get the thing off the ground and do the damn thing. I'm going to leave your reading there. I love you. I hope you guys have a good week and a good month, and I'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.